In this video, I'm going to present how to create detection rules in Elasticsearch. I am going to showcase one sample use case, that is AWS CloudTrail log or deleted. So this is the use case I am going to showcase how to create this particular use case or the detection rule in Elasticsearch. So first we need to understand, so what is this CloudTrail? So the CloudTrail is a service provided by Amazon Web Services that enables you to monitor, log, and retain account activities within your AWS infrastructure. It records API calls and actions taken by users, roles, or AWS services, providing a detailed audit trail of events that occurs in your AWS account. So if somebody is deleted this particular CloudTrail logs, then we need a detection, or then we need an alert in our Elasticsearch. So why we need this particular alert? Because the attacker or adversary may delete these logs to bypass from the detection or to aviate from the detections. So that is the reason. So we will be creating this particular rule. So now this particular rule, so I am going to showcase how to create in Elasticsearch. So here is I am in Elasticsearch. So I am first, before creating this particular use case, first I need to verify whether the logs are coming or not. For that, I will go to the dashboard and then see whether I am receiving a logs for a CloudTrail or not. So for that, I will go to the log set. Then so I choose here, so I have the different indices. So where I'm choosing here the logs, even I have the guard duty CloudTrail, but I'm choosing here the logs. From the logs here, I will be choosing the event dot, whether I'm getting a CloudTrail events or not. Event data set is equal to AWS CloudTrail. And first I will check that for the last 7 days, whether I'm getting a logs or not. So if I'm receiving the logs from this particular indices, so that I can check. So this is actually the query. So where we have the defined queries also there. So here the event.provider is the CloudTrail logs from Amazon.com. Right. So where now I'm going to execute. So whether I'm receiving the logs or not. So I can see here, I have so many number of, you can see there are a lot of CloudTrail events showing. So with this, I'm going to create a detection rule. So my use case here, I want to generate an alert when somebody delete a CloudTrail log. Okay, so I can see if any events here are there or not. So I will execute this query. That is the meaning of this query is, so if somebody is, the event action says the delete trail. If somebody deletes the trail and the delete was success, the event outcome, that is the delete action was success or not. So as of now, I will be verifying it, whether any uh, CloudTrail deletions. But as of now, I don't see, because no activities was observed of deleting CloudTrail log. So with this query, I'll go to the security of the Elasticsearch. So then I will click the security, and then I will go to the manage. In a manage, I'll click a rules. Then I will create a rule. So here is a custom query I'm choosing. So where I'm writing a query here. So the first thing I need to specify the index. So let's say here, right? So what is an index we choose? So we choose an index called logs. So that is the indices we choose. So logs, this is the one where I will take this one. I give this logs hyphen. I go to the create, and this is my index pattern where I need to specify the name of the indices. So I'll delete all the ones which are default, and then I will, so here this one is there. So now I will be specifying that this is the indexer where we have all the CloudTrail logs. And now whatever the query I have executed here, this is the query. And if this action means all the field sets are satisfied or all the fields, uh, so there was event action is delete trial if somebody deletes, and if the success, then so that is the case, I should get an alert. Sorry, so I should mention the custom query here is, so I need to paste here. The query is, this is a query. When this query was successfully executed, or this query was true, then I should get an alert. So now, so I'm not making anything here, any changes here. So this has to be executed every 5 minutes. This rule execute every 5 minutes and search for any deleted trial events. I'm making as default here. Then next, I'm clicking here. So I need to specify the rule name. So the rule name is, I can specify the rule name as AWS CloudTrail log deleted. And the description, if someone deletes, description is the same thing. So you can mention this description as well. The deletion of identifies this particular alert, or this particular use case detects when there is a deletion of AWS log trail, and why the AWS cloud trail adverse risk can delete. So these things, I'll just take this and I'll paste here, or you can also write this rule. You can also write in this rule triggers when there is a cloud trail log deletion. So this is how I can write the description, and I can mention whether the severity is low or high or medium. So depends on the situation where if you want to medium, you can write you can create, you mention it as a medium, and the risk score you can mention, and then the tax you can mention, and then the next you have the advanced settings, so where you can type the reference URLs. So the reference URLs means, so what happens, so kind of, so here you can see the references links for a, these are the reference links which tells you about the deletion of what happens if the CloudTrail log deleted. So you can have this reference information, you take this reference information, and that reference information you can directly keep here. And then the false positive examples. So when this particular alert will be false positives, maybe CloudTrail log may be deleted by some administrator for some legitimate activities. So you can write the same thing here as well. And so let's say, so here you can see what was they mentioned, potential false positives, there may be system or network administrator. So verify with the user activity. So who done this deletion? We need to check with them to understand whether they are the authorized to do that activity or not. So you mentioned the same thing again. here. So then you have the tactics. What is this? So this is a kind of a defense aviation, right? So you can also check here whether what is this tactic. So this is a which type of a tactic. So maybe this is a defense aviation, or it shows that the information of the tactic. So it is a defense aviation. So you have the MITRE framework ID as well, the technique ID as well. So the reference links and everything you can mention here. You can click on add a technique and you can give the ID, all that information. Then the investigation, how to investigate this particular alert. So you can manually you can write how to investigate. So like reaching out to the user, understand or whether the person really deleted also, or the or any other administrator deleted. So this is a kind of investigations. So or you can, if you go to the in the Elastic website itself, they mentioned the possible investigation steps. So you can take these steps and you can put all these steps directly into here, so that you can specifying to the analyst who is going to perform the analysis of this particular alert, that these are the steps you need to perform when this alert trigger. So this is how you have to mention all the things. Okay, and finally you can make a continue, and then you can make it as a scheduled run. So means this rule has to run every 5 minutes or every 10 minutes or every 5 hours, or like how this rule run. So means this rule will run with the CloudTrail logs. It will check the logs every 5 minutes or every 1 hour. So based on how you specify. Okay, means this query will be executed every 5 minutes or every 1 hour, or how you want to be. So that you have to specify here. And the next is rule action. So, and I've mentioned perform no action. So this is how you have to make it. Okay. So I'm just clicking here. Okay. Rule action. And if I click create and enable rule, it automatically, there is no any other things you need to do. You just click on this so that it will be automatically created. So you can create a rule without enabling it. You just click this link, sorry, this particular button, so that the rule will be created, but it won't be enabled. Means it is not a production and it won't run. The rule also will not run. If you keep it here, it will create and enable the rule will up and query the data, I mean, or execute the query, whatever you have given on every 5 minutes. So this is how it works.